Are you sensitive to trends? Then I recommend you take a look at Korean trends. I'm a K-trend forecaster, Joie. My interest in Korea began with K-pop. I became a big K-pop fan when I first watched a music video, and ever since I've been practicing K-pop choreography. I actually started doing K-pop dance 5 years ago in New York City. Wow, this is so ahead of anything that's happening in youth culture. Fashion, the music, the makeup, everything was so like colorful and well produced and styled and everything. And K-pop just wasn't popular yet. Like, this was before Gangnam Style happened. I currently live in Seoul. Hi, welcome to my apartment. So I'm gonna give you a little tour. I've put things up on this wall over here that kind of inspire me, like things that have inspired me in the past. And over here it's more about Hallyu and K-pop, etc. I took a G-Dragon at Paris Fashion Week, and at the time he wasn't really known in France. I mean, there was there were K-pop fans that knew who he was. My interest in K-pop expanded to K-beauty. So these are all my cosmetics over here. For the most part, yeah, like especially when it comes to makeup and definitely skincare, I only use Korean beauty products. It's so affordable and the quality of the product you get is amazing. And in addition to K-beauty, I'm really interested in K-fashion as well. I bought this in a subway station, and actually the Iwa University subway station. I mean, I just think it's so amazing that you can go into the subway and find this kind of fashion in Korea. After graduating from Parsons School of Design in New York, I've been working as a trend forecaster for the last 7 years. I'm a trend forecaster and a cultural anthropologist, and I also do a lot of consumer research. I basically work with various companies who need to find in-depth information on topics relating to beauty, fashion, and culture, also retail as well. I think what drives me the most is I'm just always trying to create a bridge between cultures. It happens to be that now my main passion and focus is Korea. These are photos from an exhibition that I did in Lille, France last year. This K-pop related project drew explosive responses from the local youth. It was a riveting performance even for the young foreign audience. Basically, it was supposed to be a sort of a celebration of K-pop abroad, like, you know, how this culture has spread to people around the world. K-pop is now a globally loved genre. Trends are a barometer of what is happening in society. They reflect what people are passionate about and what they aspire to in the future. This street in particular is really awesome because it's almost like a street-style runway, so it's really great to take photos and to track trends and see what's happening.
실례합니다. 사진 찍어도 돼요? 패션 사진?
감사합니다. Street fashion also tells many stories about Korean trends.
She was also wearing like a frayed skirt, right now in Korea. Yeah, I just like how she really kind of had a very put together look, like even she had a piercing and everything, and so it was a little bit edgy too.
실례합니다. 사진 찍어도 돼요? 패션 사진?
When I do street style, like sometimes it's like an instinct thing. I'm not even thinking because I just have to go really fast. So like something will catch my eye. In many other cities, usually when you go and you see like fashion forward people, they work in fashion or design. You know, they work in that industry. Whereas I think one of the biggest differences in Korea is that like it's just generally celebrated by everybody. So. So yeah, just like right here.
The Hongdae area is not only popular among young Koreans, but also tourists from abroad.
Are you just taking a vacation in Korea, or?
Yeah, just like 5 days.
Oh, okay. How come you decided to come here?
We usually go here. Come here together is like once a year. I don't know, it's like for shopping.
Really? Okay. So do you really like Korean
Yeah.
fashion?
Yeah, I guess so. It's really fun to dress up right here. It's like everyone is very fashionable here. Yeah.
Trends originating from this area spread to all corners of Asia.
A lot of trends also start in this street as well. Like this street is really quite famous for having super cool Korean fashion. All of it is pretty much locally made. It's kind of no brand fashion. And it's quite reasonable. Well, right now, this winter, a huge thing is jackets and coats that are lined with pink fake fur that have this like pink trim. And I'm starting to see this more and more all over Korea, and it's like a super cool look. And you know, a lot of the stores are selling different variations of this.
To be able to do my job, I must keep my eyes and ears open at all times. I'm always looking at big exhibitions, small exhibitions. You know, I like to look at history museums and art museums and festivals, whatever, because inspiration can come from anywhere. By observing people's retail behavior, I can see what consumers are willing to pay for. In particular, nail art has emerged as an accessory that completes fashion.
Korea has become really famous for nail art in the last few years, especially because of this trend that this salon started where to do glass nails, as they call them, or glass shard nails. It became this viral sensation. It's part of the bigger Korean beauty trend that's happening right now in the world, that basically there's so much innovation and creativity coming out of Korea.
It's an affordable luxury. I began creating YouTube videos a year ago in order to promote Korean trends. Korean beauty is all about skincare because they believe that your skin is your palette, and so anything that you do afterwards will look better if that palette is really well taken care of. Many of my videos are about K-beauty. BB Cushion Compact, which is probably the most famous beauty innovation to come outside of Korea. It gives you coverage and evens out your skin tone, but it doesn't give you like that mask-looking makeup effect where you just can't even see your real skin anymore. In order to forecast trends correctly, I must have first-hand experience. So I always test the beauty products myself and often talk about the differences between Korean and global trends. Then I think one of the most distinctive things about beauty in the West right now is contouring. Right now in the United States, it's Kylie Jenner who is just really kind of leading the pack in terms of what the style and the trend is. It's a big difference visually when you look at that and then you look at somebody like an idol here or a K-drama star here, like Gong Hyo-jin, for example. I mean, you know, she's an ambassador for a makeup brand, but she has, you know, very sweet minimal makeup. It just really depends on who people look at, and then also kind of every country has their own definition of beauty, so which is very specific. Where do certain trends begin and who leads them? This is an important question, and it is my job to analyze it and share the results. There's another place I often visit to track trends.
So Garosu-gil is practically my second home. I'm always here to track trends in Korea.
Today, my friends asked for my recommendations on Korean cosmetics.
skin is usually very dry, and after a while the cover just gets off, like it wears off. So I never really know what to use for it to last.
Because you said you have dry skin, so I think like the IOPay like moisture ones, like a lot of brands do BB cream that has like a lot of moisture, like to give you that dewy, glowing effect. And
K-beauty products tend to be more natural.
I've always trusted Korean products too because they use a lot of natural ingredients and they always try to derive a lot of their technology and research from things in nature.
They are made with ingredients better for our bodies, such as honey, soybeans, and green tea. And of course, they are good for our skin as well. But their quality is not their only selling point.
I mean, the people who work in these companies whose job it is to design packaging, I mean, they must have a great time. I mean, they're just so playful and colorful and like silly even sometimes, or they try to look like what's in them. You know, it's just always amazing to me the amount of creativity that goes into it.
They do?
Yeah.
K-pop and Korean Idol's popularity is a tremendous marketing tool for Korean brands.
Responsible for Big Bang, G-Dragon, Blackpink. So the whole concept sort of carries out. They're always looking for more Hallyu K-pop products, and the fact that this ties in both Korean beauty and K-pop is just extremely intelligent.
And because of that, K-beauty has become more popular in China and other global markets. Curious to find out about the origin of K-beauty, I received a special invitation to visit a college beauty department in Daejeon.
오늘 특별한 그 친구가 하나 찾아왔는데요. 조이 씨를 소개합니다.
Yeah, I was just really curious to learn more about kind of the origins of Korean beauty. Professor Bang Gi-jong is an expert on traditional cosmetics. Today, she will show how women wore makeup during the Joseon dynasty.
플라워 이거는 그 천연이기 때문에 좋아요. 그런데 만들기가 굉장히 힘들어요. 엄청나게 많이 그 키우면 요만큼 나오기 때문에 굉장히 expensive 해요.
Traditional Korean makeup uses natural ingredients such as rice, red beans, and other grains.
물하고 꿀을 섞어요. 그래서 이제 잘 발라줘요. 또
Being in harmony with nature is very important in traditional makeup.
황토가루도 섞기도 하고요. 또는 금가루를 섞거나 진주분을 섞습니다. 색깔이 확실히 흰색하고는 조금 달라요.
Even under strict Confucian principles of the Joseon dynasty, clean and youthful skin was the beauty standard, and such traditions have continued on to this day.
It's so natural, the makeup too. I mean, you applied it in the way they would have applied it too, like exactly like how the shape and everything, how they would have done it.
네. 파우더?
Sure.
Just for this moment, I'll become a woman from the Joseon dynasty. First, I like the natural ingredients. Oh wow, the blush is so pretty. Yeah, just very natural.
원래 조이 씨도 예뻐요. 피부도 되게 좋고.
Like it looks healthy glow.
네, 그래서
I think Korean makeup is not there to give yourself a mask, basically. It's there to enhance your natural beauty, to make you look healthy and glowing and young. And there was obviously a lot of importance placed on skincare then, like there is now.
문화가 포함이 된 그런 K-뷰티 트렌드를 뭐라고 생각해요? 점점 옅어지는 그런 게 있다 보니까 계속 더 빠르고 더 빠르고.
Nowadays, foreigner thinks Korean
cosmetic is really high technology and innovate?
Yeah.
Really?
Like recently, I just feel that Korea has been leading all the trends for cosmetics when it comes to innovation. So many of the new like textures and packaging and different technology with beauty has all emerged from Korea in the last few years. In the future, these young people will be the leaders of K-beauty trends. Technology also plays a big role in the growing popularity of Korean beauty trends worldwide. And to see it for myself, I visited a research center.
It's so smooth and nice.
I think that right now the research and development aspect of Korean beauty is probably one of their strongest points. Mainly because it's like this perfect combination of creativity as well as very strong scientific knowledge and also the desire to make a perfect product. Surprisingly, there's a display of globally well-known products.
Very famous New York designer, he has a fashion brand, a fashion label, and then he started his makeup line I guess maybe 3 years ago or something. This is a very expensive product, even in the United States. Clearly it's made in Korea, the product.
And this ODM system has largely contributed to Korean beauty exports. As a trend forecaster, I continually research many brands and designers.
This velvet is very nice.
저희가 만드는 룩이 한정되어 있으니까 다른 분들이랑 같이 룩을 만들어 보면은 저희가 생각지 못했던 스타일링이 나오기도 하니까 그런 작업은 재미있는 것 같아요.
As a consultant, some brands take my opinions as a trend expert into consideration.
What do you think about this room?
Yeah, no, I like that because I definitely wanted something with this motif on it.
In the fashion industry, it's essential to always be ahead of the game.
This outfit, because it's kind of hitting on several trends at once, velvet is really huge right now in Korea. So there's a lot of velvet items in this collection too, which are really nice. And then underneath, she's wearing this sweater that has these lightning bolts on it that are very much inspired by David Bowie's Ziggy Stardust. Okay. Okay, problem solved.
Even during an economic downturn, people will continue to buy what they like. So it's important to understand exactly what consumers want.
Dress layered over the mesh dress, kind of been wearing their sleeves a little bit oversized or long, so it's just sort of sticking out like this, and it looks quite cool.
Right now, Korea is riding the waves of Hallyu and working on becoming a global fashion hub.
Korean fashion is a lot about having fun and mixing a lot of things together that don't seem to necessarily be related, but when they all come together, it makes this sort of beautiful, crazy harmony. I think that their trends are more coming from the people and from the street and from Hallyu, from music, things like that. They're coming more from popular culture.
Ultimately, cultures and trends belong to those who enjoy them. What's special is that Hallyu has been adopted by people around the world, including myself. I enjoy every aspect of Hallyu, both professionally and personally.
So we have a performance on Friday. Obviously they take it seriously, and even though none of us are professional dancers, they want us to do a good job and look good.
We meet up regularly to practice our dance moves.
I think you need to go lower.
None of us are from Korea, but we all share the common interest of K-pop.
At first they kept trying to say, oh, it's emulating Western culture, but that's ridiculous. And mixing them all together and then turning it on its head and mixing it with Korean culture and then creating something entirely new. And then the irony is that now, like a lot of Western brands and people are looking to that because, you know, they know that that is basically the newest thing and the hottest thing.
Today, my dance team will give a performance to celebrate the end of the year. Everybody is busy rehearsing. I am also busy preparing for the performance.
Joy, you can do her makeup, right? You're good?
I just don't. I feel like I'm gonna have panda eye.
I'm not a makeup artist, but some of my fellow dancers asked for my help. Well, as long as it makes our performance look good.
We practice a lot, but you know, when you make it on stage, you kind of just have to empty your brain and like not overthink it, because then otherwise like it could be a disaster. So yeah.
Finally, it's our team's turn to rehearse. I did my best to follow the rhythm, but I missed a step.
Don't get upset. It's fine. It's okay. Look at me. I swear, I mess up all the time.
You know, you're always so angry at yourself when you mess up because it's like you get this one shot that's so brief and, you know, you want to get it right. So it's always a bit frustrating.
Thankfully, it was just a rehearsal. I am determined to do a good job in front of the audience.
I'm very excited for the show. I think it's going to be very fun. And, you know, Joe has been practicing a lot, so I think it's going to be very good. It's very exciting.
The curtains open and the event begins. Everyone here is very talented, and it's nerve-wracking just to watch them. But it's already my team's turn. Sometimes I'm better on the actual stage than in rehearsals because of the adrenaline rush. It's exciting to finally be able to perform and receive the warm reaction of the audience.
You know, like we're always hard on ourselves as dancers, so we always feel we could have done better. But it was fun to be in actually a Korean performance for the first time.
K-pop brings Korean fashion, beauty, and trends together and makes them shine.
K-pop, it's like a whole package. It's visual, it's audio, you know, it has the fashion trends, it has the beauty trends, it has everything in it all at once. It continues to evolve and it continues to surprise people. I think that, you know, we're going to see different versions of it moving forward, and it truly is Korea's soft power. It's what sets it apart from the rest of the world and makes it special.
As both an expert and a fan of Korean trends, it is my goal to continue to promote Korean culture to the world.
Don't recall another time I took a hit and felt so fine. Lost control of heart and mind. Rock and roll and there's no stopping this. They call it